I'm Stuart Drahota with DPR Construction. I think one of our most valuable ways that we're using Dusty is with pre-pour tilt panel layout. So we literally print the panel book on the casting slabs. We've come up with some good workflows using the dashes and different line types, and we're even labeling, embeds and just putting as much information as we can on there. But in terms of quality, we use a concrete pre-pour scanning workflow to ensure that everything's correct in the panels. And so that gives us a solid baseline to compare when we use Dusty and when we don't. And on a couple of our projects, we've noticed that we went from having about 20% of our panels having an error in it, which could be an embed slightly misplaced or a conduit in the wrong place, to when we have Dusty, errors have gone down to 5% or less. One project we had close to 300 panels that we laid out over a couple months, but we saved at least 8 weeks of production time on the schedule by utilizing Dusty. Clean, deliverable, super easy for our teams to get out there and get the job done. We printed these reveals, so every panel had this thin 1-inch reveal. And I don't know how we would have done it efficiently without Dusty. It would have been, snapping lines and putting all these points for the total station. I can't say enough about the process and the time saved and value earned on that project. Once they saw the production and the quality, and then we started QCing and just the field install teams, the guys, getting down on their hands and knees to install the panels, they loved it just because the instructions were right there for them. And then our field guys that were, instead of having to get down on their hands and knees and chalk lines, they're just supervising a robot. So for them, it was a much easier day.